Hello guys, I'm Nelson from Nel City Technologies. Welcome back to our channel. Thank you for watching our previous videos. Hope you learned something, one or two. So today I want to talk about a different topic, how to replace 820 G3 keyboard. This is the 820 G3 laptop for a client. It's Core i5, it's 12.5 inch screen. Yes, that's how it looks. So it's a slick laptop for daily use. So we want to talk about how to replace the keyboard. So first, we have two types of keyboard on a laptop. We have internal and external. So for internal, basically all the keyboards will be on the surface, but we have two types. The external ones will, when removing the keyboard, they'll come out from the top, but the internal ones, when removing them, they'll come out from the inside. So for internal ones, you'll find they have some holes on them like this one. So they have been glued from inside through the holes. Like this laptop, this one has an internal one, because if you look at this surrounding, for us to remove this keyboard, we have to remove it from the inside of the laptop. Okay, there is no boundary outside here, so it's connected directly to the casing, so we have to remove it from the inside. Then we have external, like this one. If you check closely, there is some boundaries, the keyboard boundary. So the keyboard has been fitted from the outside. So we'll have to open the laptop and open the screws that are connected to this keyboard, but when removing it, we'll pull it from the outside. As compared to this one, this other one, we have to pull it from the inside, because there is no boundary to pull it from out. As you have seen, there is no boundary here, so this has to come from the inside of the casing, because they have been glued together or attached together, as compared to this other one that is separated from the casing. So our main focus will be the 820 G3 keyboard. So this is how the 820 G3 new keyboard looks like. So this is the fiber for the keyboard. This is the one that sends signal to the keyboard. This is the cable that links the keyboard to the motherboard. This is how the surface looks. So these are the buttons. The buttons are then connected via this fiber cable here, and this is the end that links to the motherboard. It has some graphite on it. So this is a keyboard with the backlight. As you can see, there's this other cable here. This is the backlight for this. Those who normally ask, my keyboard doesn't have light, how can we make it have light? So it is either you choose a non-backlight keyboard. So for the non-backlight, it will not have this cable here, it will only be this. But for the backlight, has two cables, this one and this one. For example, for this one is non-backlight, because it only has this one cable that links the keyboard to the motherboard, but doesn't have the light part of it, which is this. And also, if you look at the keyboard, there's a button showing you presence of some light, F3 here. If you can see those dotted joints, that shows the keyboard is backlight. So if you look at the type of this laptop, we cannot reach this keyboard. First, you have to check which screws are linked to this keyboard. For 820 G3, the screws are inside, so we'll have to open the whole of this casing, then we can reach the you can reach the screws that attach to the keyboard. Yes, so let's dive right in and open this up so that we can see those two screws. Then we can now remove and replace that keyboard. We also have this other one. So these are keyboard stickers. Those of you who normally ask, my keyboard has been programmed to a different language. So you find for some keyboards, like now, this client's machine has been put on some keyboard stickers. So if I remove this sticker here, this one, you can see this art should be here. We are used to art being here, but now what is indicated is different. So that's the use of this. That's the use of this keyboard sticker. So when we place this here, we'll be able to know that art is here, so that it makes our typing easy. Or you can also use this when you've used the keyboard for a long time, then the indications here have been erased. So you'll find maybe S, you've used it for long until S has been worn out. So you can now remove the S from here, from this keyboard sticker, and place it on this. So you can remove S from here when the S on that keyboard has been worn out. To make your typing easy, you can now replace it with S from the sticker, as you can see. But remember, keyboard is not repairable. So in case I was using this keyboard, you find some letters are not functioning. This cannot repair an unfunctioning keyboard. For an unfunctioning keyboard, you have to replace it with a new one. That's why we have this. So you find some buttons here are not functioning. When you press the S, it's not working. Possibly maybe wear and tear over time, or another reason, you find those who normally misuse the foam cleaner by spraying the foam cleaner on their keyboard, so that water content normally spoil this. Or you find some of you drink coffee near your laptop, so when that spillage goes to the laptop, the buttons stop functioning. Keyboard is basically a piece of paper that has been programmed. So these are just buttons to help you know where each is located, but the keyboard is simply a piece of paper. There is no wiring here, as you can see. Avoid spillage to your keyboard, avoid misuse of the foam cleaner. Kindly check our video on how to use the foam cleaner correctly. We've done a video, link will be on the comment section. Kindly check on that. And so we'll start by opening the laptop. As a precaution, ensure the power, it is not connected to a power source. So like mine is not connected. So I'll use a scalpel to lift this up. There. Yes. So the second precaution is to remove the battery from the motherboard. Secondly, I'll remove only the screws that link to the keyboard. So if you have a look at this, it has been indicated KB. There's an indication here, so here it is KB. So I'll only have to remove this and this. So only these two are the ones you need to remove in 820 G3. So I'll turn back the laptop. So now I'll use a scalpel to lift up the keyboard. There are some hooks here at the edges, so use the scalpel to lift it. So here is how it looks like. So we have this cable. This links to some of your keyboards have this button here. This acts as a mouse. This one, a trackpad. So we can disconnect it from here. This one, you can see. Secondly, we'll remove the backlight here. Backlight. And lastly, we'll disconnect the keyboard here. You lift it up. You can see also here it's indicated KB, keyboard KB. Here is indicated BL, backlight. So this one, backlight. Yeah. So here is our keyboard. So if you look at the replacement, this part and this other one, here is the original keyboard as a trackpad here, but for this replacement doesn't have a trackpad, as you can see. It's just a modification, but this new one has a backlight and keyboard. Okay, so I'll place this, align this to this, then align this. So this backlight, this side, this is the active part. If you look, it has some golden lines. So this the part that goes underneath, facing down there, facing down like that. So then the keyboard goes right here. Keyboard, ensure it is aligned correctly. This part helps you push it in. Like that. Ensure it's aligned. When it's aligned, you can now lock it out. Lock it up there. So that's our keyboard. We can now return this. Ensure the back, first, these back hooks are locked there like that. Then press it down like that. Okay, then press it down completely. Press it down completely so that it can lock in there. You press this, to ensure it's intact. Like this, it's intact. So we can go back and tighten these two screws. Now our keyboard is tightened. Then we can now return the battery. This battery has two hooks here, so ensure back the hook first, hook it up first, then front, like that. Then we can now return our lid. The best thing would be to test before you screw it up completely. You can test if the keyboard is okay. So I'll power the machine on. So you can see our backlight. You can see our backlight. You can see our backlight there. That's the backlight now. If we don't want this backlight, we can switch it off by pressing F3. So you can see now it's off. If we want it on, F3. So you can see the backlight is okay. So we'll test the keyboard. Let me add some brightness. So Word document. So I'll enlarge this. So Q, this other line, so our keyboard is okay, all the buttons are okay. So with that, we have replaced a 20G3 keyboard. So now that the keyboard is okay and we've tested it, we can now shut down our laptop. So that we screw back the lid. So it's off. We can now screw back. So just like that, we've managed to replace a 20G3 keyboard. So thank you so much for watching. Please consider visiting our shop at Ambwere Furaha for any keyboard replacement services. We sell the laptop keyboards and laptops at affordable prices. Thank you so much for watching. Kindly like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more tips, for more videos on such replacements and care for your laptop. Thank you.